Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics. Another episode of working on the 85 IROC-Z. We're just rolling along. This is that piece. Took that off that 91 parts car. It's all busted up. I just kind of set it on there. Those are 58 bucks for a new one. I haven't ordered a new one. I don't know if I will or not, but thought I'd show you that. I glued last episode, replaced this whole dash assembly. If you haven't watched the video, cut it in half, use this half as the original and this out of the 91. Found another dash pad that wasn't as badly beaten up as the original and put a dash cap on it, and that's how I left the last video. So after that, I used a whole tube of silicone, pretty much siliconed it on there, and then just put these books on to hold it down. It kind of sticks up the back. But I got to take it out. I just cut the pad with the screws, 3 screws on each side. They're supposed to have some screws in there, which I haven't put in yet. I'm going to pull that back out to cut the windshield out. Maybe this video, I don't know. I got a million things to do to this, so I don't know if I'll get to the get to that. And we're going to replace the 2 front speakers. I mentioned I got the stereo working. See if it comes on here. Two front ones don't work. I believe they're wired up, but I haven't checked with other speakers yet. These 2 rear ones work, and they sound pretty good. They're in good shape. We got power going to this. We just got to check up little mini harness up by the blower motor and all that. That's probably just not getting power. Something we got to figure out. But other than that, everything's done in here. I got a little clip to show you of the dash lights. Waiting on a new headlight switch. Yeah. Anyway, it's coming along. Got the carburetor coming. I think it's coming today. Chinese knockoff Quadrajet. We're going to put that on. Like I mentioned before, I got one on the El Camino. It's working great. Don't drive it much though, because Nikki comes with me everywhere, and she likes a back seat. She can't sit up in a 2 in a car with no back seat. But yeah, it's working good. You know, we'll see. Okay, so I left off last video. You know, I always plan to do a bunch of things on the video, but after 3 days of working on it, I don't get everything done. Got to bleed the brakes. Need to bleed the brakes all the way around. I think everything's in good shape. There's no leaks or nothing. It's just from sitting for 20 years. And the pads and the rotor and all that look good. Yeah, probably the rubber brake lines are probably need replacing, but we just need to bleed them for now and check it out. We'll do some more figuring on the harness, see if I can figure out some more wires on that. This is a little mini harness here for the blower motor and stuff. We'll see if it just needs a power wire like this hooked up to it or something. Okay, so I can go over what I think I can get done on this video, but like to do drag the parts car up here, but see, This is where Nikki, you know, Nikki's my blind dog, and she knows the route around here. So I can't drag the parts car and leave it here for more than a couple of days. She'll bump into it. I'd like to just pull it up here for the day and then move it back. So that's why I took the dash off while it was sitting down there. So what we'll do is we'll take the door panels off. That'll save time from when it's up here for me. So I showed them door panels. We'll take them door panels off and put them on, because I got all the windows working good. Just need to be all lubed up and everything. And then I should probably leave it off till after I paint it and all that, but I'd rather just put it on. These things here are good. I got a new set of door locks. I bought the set of door locks and trunk lock. I already put the trunk lock on there. So we'll change the door lock over and then put the panels on both sides. So take them off the parts car, put them on here. We'll do that for sure. Later on, I want to pull the windshield out of there. I need it pulled up here so I could use my air. That's the tool that I use to pull the windshield, is air powered. That and probably this rear floor patch and the spare tire brace, and then I can push it back there. So I think that's all I need for now. So yeah, that's the plan, but we'll see. Okay, well, that's all I can think of for now. Okay, well, here's a clip. Came out last night, show the dash lights and what I got to do about it. So I'll be back. Okay, guys, gonna come out here, check out the dash lights in the dark. Okay. Every one of these dash bulbs were burnt out. I'll turn on the headlight here. See, the dimmer thing on this switch is kind of weird. But anyway, that's only I don't know, it probably takes 12 to 15 bulbs, and that's only about 5 or 6. That's all that was in the other gauge set. Because it was a little bit different and had a whole bunch of little teeny bulbs, and then like 5 or 6 regular ones. So they're all on the top. Basically all on the bottom is still burnt out. So I just ordered a set of 20 off eBay for $8 shipped. But yeah, something must have had a surge of electric on this or something, because all the friggin' bulbs were burnt out. Here's the 4-ways. There's the signals. Now the bezel isn't on here. I'll just stick that. See the little. It'll go in the little arrows there. So yeah, and there's a red bulb in this that was already in there. That wasn't burnt out. And I think I replaced the bulb in this heater. So yeah, anyway, waiting on a new switch, but we got some of the bulbs working. And see, it looked like one went on down there. All the headlights, high beams. Let me turn on put the 4-ways back on. Well, this one wasn't working earlier. Now it's working. Just got this one bulb here burnt out, little marker. But yeah, it's coming along, guys. Just thought I'd show you all that. Just little stuff like that bothers me with burnt out lights, and especially when they were all burnt out. You know, you'd think something major wrong with it, where not getting power to the lights or something. But anyway, got the dash pad glued on there. We'll take them books off tomorrow, and then we're gonna have to pull this dash pad out so we can change the windshield. And then I don't know if you can see, these bottom lights there. One was fastened seat belts, the bulb was missing out of there, and another one choke, check engine, and brake on that side. So anyway, we'll leave them those bulbs out of there. They were already out, except for the brake. Those go down in here. Oh, that's got a bulb in it. Okay, anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay guys, I'm bleeding the brakes. Show you what I use here. This is the best one. You know, I got the ones with the hand pump, but the pumps always screw up. These damn things here, these ain't worth a damn. So I bought this a while back. It works great. So you just hook your air hose to it like that, and you put this on the bleeder screw, right? And then you just the lever that sucks it, sucks all the fluid, and tighten it up, and then tighten up your brake bleeder screw, and then turn that off, and you're done. So this car's a little bit weird. I started on the right side, went around, no fluid come out of these two front ones. I even took the whole bleeder screw out, pumped the brakes, nothing come out. So I just went ahead and bled them like you usually do, and just tightened it up. And then I got to the back, and just a dribble of fluid came out. Then it was just all air. So I did the same thing. I pumped the brakes, nothing come out, and went all the way around, and guess what? Got perfect brake pedal. So I don't know if these calipers here are just made that way. I don't know. But yeah, it's got the disc brake posi. See, the pads are good on this, rotors are good, not grooved up. But before it would go to the floor, and now it barely, plenty of fluid, or plenty of pedal. So I don't know if it just, those things don't let the fluid out the bleeder, just air. That's what it seems like to me. Okay, so when I was underneath this, see the emergency brake handle is just free, right? No tension. So when I was under there doing the exhaust, the deal is over there, but there's no cables coming from there to the brakes. And I'm not exactly sure where they hook up. They hook up here or something. Seems like they would hook up there, but I don't know. This brake line's kind of in the way. Those other one's an RS, the other's a V6. I don't know if they got disc brakes on them, but I don't know, guys. Oh, and this one's up here. But I don't know if that's the emergency. Oh, yeah, it probably squeezes. It rolled, so it's not seized up. That must be just to turn off, tighten up the pressure or something. But yeah, it's got a, well, shit. This has got a rubber line. It's got a rubber line like a front right here. I thought the other one was metal. Another one's got a metal line coming around. See, it's all up here. That's why I'm thinking somebody must have replaced it. Goes over to there. I don't know. That seems kind of weird. We'll have to look on the other Camaro. Maybe that RS. That RS is actually a 5-speed. Was a 5-speed transmission in there. And V8. So it may have the same rear end. We'll see how it's built. But anyway, it's got brake pedal. We'll see. That's all I can do. I don't know why. I thought maybe the calipers were screwed up, but then all 4 of them do it. So chances of all 4 calipers being screwed up is pretty rare. So I guess. Okay, well, let me move on to something else. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I got the tire off. And you see there, that's a plug on the outside. And we're going to cut that off. That's where it's leaking from. And I got some cement and a couple of patches, probably put on the big one. Anyway, let me get that patched up and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I just got a new lawnmower delivered from Walmart. They don't have them in stock. You got to order them online, and it took 3 days to deliver it. I've been wanting to cut this grass here for a while now, but when I went down a few days ago to buy a lawnmower, because I bought this one a few years ago for 130 bucks new. So I went to the same place. Oh no, cheapest one they got is $269. Then I went to Tractor Supply and Lowe's, and same thing. But yeah, the carburetor was messing up in this, but I tried starting it again, and this whole shaft, see, this whole thing is broke right here, and it's all bent. It's from hitting rocks and stuff. This property is built on rocks, so it's all bent and vibrates real bad. So I think that was part of the problem. So anyway, let me put this together, and I want to cut some grass here before it gets dark, even though it's spitting out. I need to clear all this around the path where Nikki walks, because she's not used to the long grass. She don't like it. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, guys, I got a bunch of grass cut. Went all the way around so Nikki has her little walkway. I'm gonna have to move all these cars to get it all really good, but yeah, it's nice having a brand new lawnmower with a sharp blade that doesn't vibrate. I just got it sticking right there. Yeah, so anyway, it was 200 bucks through Walmart. I actually went in Walmart the next day after I ordered it, and yeah, all they had was a $279 lawnmower, so you can only get that for $200 online. So anyway, well worth it. It's Briggs & Stratton motor. And this thing here's, I guess the motor's still good, but it's just, I don't know, 3 years old maybe. Okay, so out of breath. Been mowing for a while. So I got this patch in here. We're gonna air it up. And these tires, all the tires that are on this are all dry rotted and stuff. I mean, the tread's not bad, but they're just old. But they're good enough for putting around here. They wouldn't drive across country with it or nothing. But yeah, actually I think we'll get that tire on there, and I think we can drive it around the property here. I guess the brakes are working. I don't know what the deal is with that. I might have to look that up to see if fluid's supposed to come out or just air. Weird. Okay, so anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll get some, well, it's supposed to rain. It's been spitting out a little bit, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow. I don't know for how long, but once it stops raining, we'll get some more work done to this and get rolling again. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, the cheap Chinese knockoff carb has arrived. So I do it with two hands and get it lined up. We'll see if the linkage and stuff like that's the same. I'll be back just a second. Okay guys, I think these are classified from 68 to 73 GM, but okay, the linkage looks to be the same, except for this little extension here for the cruise control, which hopefully we can take out, or that'll go. Then this, yeah, this will be the spring. We'll figure it out. Anyway, it's just 2 bolts here, two long bolts there. Hopefully it's the same. Is that jammed up? Yeah. Okay, the gas looks to be in the same spot there, and I think this is a manual choke, so we're not going to hook that up for now. And it's missing some of that stuff there. And we need the that looks kind of small for the power brake booster. Might not be though. Okay, well, let me put it on and we'll go from there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, disconnected and came off pretty easy. This vacuum for the brake booster screwed right in there. Okay, this linkage was a little bit different. It was like that. See, it's got that hole right there that goes on this shaft. So I undone that bolt, it slid right out. Now on the factory one here, it's got a little square, but you had to take a grinder to the edge of that. Used this little grinder there, got in there and ground off just the edge, and then it slid out and slid onto this. So now we got all the right linkages. I mean, I could have probably made these work. This one here on bolts, but these two were, you know, they're like stamped in there with a rivet type thing. So it was easier just to take this off. Okay, other than that, I think we're good. I think we can bolt it on, hook it up, and try it. The only problem we got is we got that old stinky gas in there, man. So come with a new gasket and a bunch of new jets and stuff. But hopefully whatever's in there works. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, there it is, pretty easy. I didn't hook up. Came with all plugs from them vacuum. I think this one goes down there, but I'm not even gonna hook that up. And these things are just, I just hooked the distributor vacuum up. So I think that's about it. I don't have much gas left. We're gonna put about 2 gallons of good gas in there to mix with the old shit, and fill up the carburetor bowl with good gas. Just pour it down here and give her a shot. So I'll be back. Okay guys, there it is. still got really bad gas in it. We'll see if it runs on. Nope. Yeah, the starter's going out. Yeah, see, it's still doing that. That might be in the timing, but it stinks. No. Really needs to run a tank or so of gas through it, get all that old shit out of there. Yeah, it's not stalling. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's just the old gas. Maybe just set the timing just a little bit, but we're gonna have to run a tank of gas through there. Anyway, I got the tire on there. I think I'm going to take it off the jack stands, and we'll take it for around the property and see if the brakes and that work. I still got the emergency brake cables to do, and maybe later repair that rust in the driver's side rear floor. And I'm not in no hurry to do that, but that's the only reason it has to still be up in the air. Other than that, everything else is done. But I can always back it up on some ramps later to do those two jobs. So yeah, let me get it off the jack stands, and we'll take it for a rip around the property and see how it does. I'll be back. Okay guys, we did one lap around the property, but it didn't do too good. It just kept stalling. Every time I put it in gear, it'd stall. I'd rev it up and put it in gear and it'd start moving. I got no brakes. Got a little bit of pedal, but no brakes. It doesn't do anything. And then when it does stop, it seems like the brakes are on a little bit. So some of them calipers could be sticking. And it's so low. I think the front struts are completely out because it doesn't bounce or nothing. It's stiff as, I don't know, somebody put on lowering struts or something, or when they wear out they just go like this. I've never really, anyway, it's so low that the exhaust pipe is almost touching. This carburetor is kind of doing the same thing as the other one, except it's not running on, but it's mostly the stinky gas, the old gas. I'm gonna try adjusting the carburetor a little bit, or the distributor a little bit more. But other than that, it's kind of stuck from going too much farther because of brakes, struts, and bad gas and timing or something. So I guess I'll go start ordering parts, but I'm not sure what to do about them bleeders. I'm not going to buy 4 new calipers. Well, I don't know, I might, but anyway, I think about it and I'll be back. Okay guys, it's the next day. Kind of depressed about this thing. Yeah, it's definitely been lowered. I kind of had a brain fart on how these suspensions were. Can't see in there. It's got a bottom coil spring, and this is red. The other side, you can't really see that good, but somebody put lowering springs on this. And when I was working under here, had all this out, it's all this liner is all worn out from the tire hitting, so it was on there whenever anybody had it running and driving, you know, 20 odd years ago. And remember, they had the red braces on here for a cross strut brace. I don't mind that, but lowering it, Camaros, these F bodies are too low anyway, and to even lower it further, there's no suspension on this. It feels like I drove it around, I was hitting every little 1-inch drop, just bang, bang, bang. And I think even the back must be lowered too. I was watching some videos on these, and they're supposed to be pretty good size gap from the factory. From here, I bet this is supposed to be another inch or two higher. And yeah, it's supposed to have a big old gap here on the front, because it's pretty much the new exhaust pipe should clear easily, and it's about an inch from the ground. So I ordered new springs. Now I could take the stuff off the parts car, but it's, you know, the 91, what is it, 34 years old, 33 years old. New coil springs were 67 bucks for the pair, shipped. So I ordered them, and then I got a set of front struts and rear shocks for 102 or 106, something like that. So basically, you know, less than 200 bucks, I'll get everything. Now the rear springs, I'll probably grab them off the parts car, because they're not as, you know, you got the engine in the front, a lot of wear and stuff's going to be on the front, where the rear is not so much. And I know the shocks are shot on the back, because when I had it up on jack stands there, I pushed down on this and it would just spring like there's, I can't do it very good with one hand, but so anyway, we got to redo the whole suspension, because of some jerk off thought Camaros look good as a lowrider. You know what? How can you drive around 1 inch from the ground, scrape on every 1 inch dip in the road, and it drives like there's no suspension, so it's like driving a wheelbarrow? How can you drive around and think that's cool? I'll never understand these people that low slam them to the ground. It's just stupid, you know. Towing it around for make a show car and having it at a car show slam the ground is fine, but driving like that, no, you can't do it. You just ruin the whole car. So yeah, look at it. It's way too low. I knew it was low to begin with, but you know, it had a flat tire and had it up on jack stands so long, I kind of forgot about it. And I take it down from the jack stands and whew. So anyway, yeah, a couple of $100 will fix it, but it's all the time and everything of changing out them coil springs and stuff. Struts aren't too bad. So yeah, anyway guys, yeah, I found two little girls. They just snapped in there on the ends. Somebody offered me them and some other stuff, but yeah, we're just waiting on the light switch and the dash bulbs, and I get all this buttoned up, underneath buttoned up, and the interior pretty much be done. Well, I mean the dash area and everything will be pretty much done. Somebody mentioned they got 3 or 4 of these shifter deals. I don't need this top plate, just where the shifter goes in, that piece there. I got a P.O. box in the description. Anybody thinks they got something I could use. Somebody offered me a bunch of 1990 stuff, AC lines and stuff. I don't think I'll be able to use that because I need everything at 85 or 86. This car's 85 with an 86 harness. And somebody said, a bunch of people said this goes into the AC. There isn't much room for it. I've got about that much. But I took off that AC line that went here, and yeah, it's got a different plug up here. And this little harness for this blower is off that 89, and so are the AC lines, so I still don't quite know where that goes. I hooked some power to this blower motor, and it didn't work. I took it apart, and then I grounded it, used the ground wire, grounded it up here, and then put power to it, and it worked. So I put it back together. So it's getting power from the harness from here into this. Anyway, and then it's getting power into this little solenoid deal. But, and then if I take that plug out and go power from the red to the purple, then the fan comes on, blower motor comes on. Anyway, I just messing with that, but I can't get it to come on with the switch inside the car. I'll mess with that later, but I was out here last night for a while messing with that. Okay, so I think what we'll do as I cut more grass here, we're going to tow the parts car right here so I can leave it for more than a day so Nikki doesn't walk into it. We'll just go over to this real quick. Okay, I'll be back. I got a phone call. Okay, guys, actually that phone call, which I forgot to mention. Okay, somebody commented, "Oh, Hawks Motorsports." Yeah, I guess they got a big junkyard and they sell used 82 to 92 F-body parts. Because I mentioned I cannot find a wiper motor with the built-in wiper pump. So, on eBay or Rock Auto or whatever, can't find them, 84 to 87. So they claim they had a used one, 75 bucks plus 16 to ship it, tax. It was like 90 something dollars. So I paid for it. I said, make sure it includes the wiper pump or refund me my money because I don't want it. I'm only buying from you because nobody makes a new wiper pump. So that was a few days ago. Guy just called me. So they don't have any. But he has one with low miles on it on eBay for 150 bucks plus shipping. So I said, well, does it have the wiper pump? Oh yeah. And now his ad said on the website that the wiper motors don't have the plastic covers on them. So there's plastic cover. This don't have a wiper pump built into it. It would be on the reservoir. So then I guess he's looking at pictures and he's, oh yeah, it does have the cover on it too. So he goes, you can send me email me a link. So he's going to email me a link and he'll drop the shipping. So 150 bucks shipped. So I guess I'll have to send him another 60 bucks. But I'll go look in a little while and see if it's what I need. It'll be the first time I see a picture of an actual one for an 84 to 87 that's has the wiper pump built on. So anyway, dealing with that. This just being a mess, this car. Okay, got to put a couple front tires on this. Hopefully that one holds there. I don't know what happened to the front tires on this. Let's see if we can see if this is a disc brake rear end. Oh, that's what I can't even tell. No, it's a drum. It's a drum. That's a drum. I just watched a video of an 87 IROC a guy bought for, you know, a few $100, and it was drum rear end too. So I guess them disc brake rear ends are pretty rare option. And since the cables are missing out of this, that one, somebody might have put that disc brake rear end in there. So, and this is the see the spare tire brace right here? That's what I need, or at least half of it. So we need to cut that out, maybe part of the floor. Okay, so the other thing, the brakes. The front ones, calipers. Well, I want to bring this over, so, man, these are really torn apart. And we're going to see if these bleed, because none of mine bleed. No fluid comes out. So we'll see if this one bleeds or not. Because I still have no brakes, so they must be able to bleed somehow. But anyway, the oh, this is a built-in strut mount too onto that caliper. Oh no, it isn't. That comes out separate. These are like 80 bucks, 40 bucks for the pair. But the rear for a disc brake is over 200. Most of them are like 279, 269. I think there's a set on there for 200, or a little over 200, 210 or 209 or something. So I don't want to spend 300 bucks on damn calipers. So we might buy new front ones, and then these lines. Well, see, now there's two. Is that two lines? Two rubber lines. And it looked like one line was rigged up on the 85 on the right side. So I don't know, maybe that ain't. Anyway, it looks like they rigged that rear end in that car. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they just replaced a brake line that didn't go on there. So anyway, I'm gonna move this hood off there, bring my jack over, put on 2 tires, bring a chain, and we'll drag it up behind the other Camaro with my Jeep, and start stripping her. Windshield, not right now, not for this video, we'll save the windshield for next, but we'll start door panels and spare trunk and the rear floor. Where it's rusty on that one, probably from a leak in the T-tops seals for 20 years. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, guys. Trying to get her situated in here. Okay, let me unhook it. That's a good spot there and get the air and electric to it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I tried my bleeder. Nothing. It's got fluid in the reservoir. Brake pedal, really good. I took the whole bleeder out and pumped the shit out of it, and nothing's coming out. right there. Nothing's coming out of it, just like mine there. So stick this thing back in there. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know, because this one, I don't know how long this one's been sitting up. Probably quite a while. Looking at the rust and everything. Maybe they all do that after 20 years. They screw up. So I guess I'm going to order 2 new front calipers. You know, these maybe it's the hoses. Maybe it's the hoses that are swelled shut. I mean, these ones look worse than mine. But yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll order calipers and hoses for mine and do that. Here's the front coil springs. I don't know how much of a pain in the ass that's going to be to put back in, but shit, the middle's right there. Usually you stick something right down the middle and pull it up, but yeah, it's going to be a real pain in the ass. Yeah, I had a lot of people when they come over to buy parts, oh, how much for that Camaro? I tell them 800 bucks with a title. And I guess they think that's too much. So now it's going to be hacked up beyond repair now, because I'm going to be cutting out this spare tire thing, cutting out a patch in the floor, taking the windshield out, already took the dash out. So it's destined to be a parts car. It's sad, but nobody wants to give shit for it. I mean, the damn title's worth $500. And that was before the tree. See, the tree come down, smashed that, smashed the spoiler. This mirror got saved, but smashed this mirror, dented the door, dented that fender. Probably busted that marker light. Okay, well, I think we'll take the door panels off. It's just a bunch of bigger Torx here, and a lot of these are fake. Yeah, that's real, that's real, that's real, that's real. That's real, that's real. Rest of them are just plastic, fake ones. She's a little bit warped, but you see my original red ones, they're in bad shape. So we'll take these off. That one there looks more grease stained than this one. We'll take a power washer to it. It's kind of, maybe we can re-glue that. I don't know. Okay, let me take these door panels off, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I got the door panels off and all the now, these are the original ones, completely warped and everything, from just torn up. So these ones are a little bit warped, but a whole lot better. Wrong color, but so anyway, for now I think we're going to use them. Could paint them black, could clean them, I don't know yet, but those are definitely no good. Okay guys, I think I'm going to wrap this video up because I don't have a lot of parts. Yeah, we can do the windshield and stuff, but we'll save that for next video. We'll strip this down, put it back up there, start putting the windshield in. Maybe by then I'll get the well, I don't know how long it's going to take for them suspension parts. But yeah, I can see the no motor in it, so it's got a big old gap there, but on the back, a pretty good gap between the wheel and the wheel well. See, so I think I'm going to have to do something about that. So yeah, I'll see what else I can get. See, I'll get a cracked mirror here. Hopefully I can just get that glass. Both parts cars got busted mirrors from that tree falling. And anyway, I know a lot of rambling and ranting about stuff, but what pisses me off that, see, when I first mentioned this car in a video a year or so ago, it was parked over here. I just moved the truck and the Jeep, by the way, cut all that grass. Yeah, people will say, oh yeah, I'd like to see you fix that up. Well, you can see why I've been putting it off for a couple years, because it wasn't going to be easy. I thought maybe, you know, I could knock it out, but anyway, I think that carburetor's good, just bad gas. I might have to end up pulling the tank and draining it, but we'll run a 5-10 gallons of gas out of there, let her run and run. I let it run there the other day for about 10 minutes, and with the fans on, it didn't overheat or nothing. I know I ain't got a temperature gauge, but I got one of them little pointer things, and I was checking it, and it didn't get over like 140 or something like that. Little pointer. This little laser pointer, and point it. A little red dot. It's 90 degrees. Yeah, it's like 85 degrees out here right now. The sun cloudy. But anyway, I was letting it run about 10 minutes, checking thermostat, water pump, radiator, all that. Nothing was getting hot, so I think we'll just let her run for a couple hours and see if we can burn off that gas or something. I don't know. Or it's got about a half a tank in it now. Maybe fill the whole tank up. See if we can get it to run better. But I think that carburetor will be okay. I just moved the El Camino. It started right up with the Chinese knockoff carb on it. Started it up, let it idle for while I was cutting the grass. Seems to work great. Okay. So yeah, we'll figure out what else we need to take off this brace. Maybe that floor patch. I'll have to take out the seat, windshield. We'll go over it real good, make sure we don't need nothing else. We'll check those brake cables on the back. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it's drum. Yeah, it's drum. Yeah, see, it's got different brake cables in it. It's got no exhaust on it. Someone snagged the exhaust. Yeah, this would have been a fun car. It was a 5.0, pretty sure throttle body, and a 5-speed. Even though I don't know where the clutch pedal went to. Somebody robbed the clutch pedal. But it's got the hole in the floor and the clutch reservoir up there. Oh yeah, this is the same as mine, where that power is this brown wire. Remember I showed you that brown wire going into that? So that is factory. So that must have been like that. These are all for the video. I'm not sure what, I must have cut them off to get the dash out or something. But anyway, it looks like this has got all the airbag stuff on it. 92's got airbags, I think. And then this is cut. I'm not sure why. Right there. But anyway, that does look like the factory power. So we're going to have to... Oh, that goes right there. So we'll have to figure that out. I'll do little stuff like that while I'm working on stuff. But yeah, I'll show you how I take out a windshield. The easiest way I figured. Take one out. And this window has been swapped before. You can tell by this is not all deteriorated. I may not put them door panels on till after it's painted. I paint it because see, it's got all these little 7mm screws in there, and I won't be able to get at them with this door panel and stuff on there. May even have to drop the window down to get at it. Door shut's good. Well, okay guys, subscribe if you haven't. Like, comment, share, all that stuff. And we'll see you next video. We'll keep at it. Thanks everybody for watching.